What did people eat before processed cereals, sugary breakfasts, and modern packaged foods? Long before fast food and artificial ingredients, breakfast was simple. It came from the land, the sea, the herd, and the harvest. In biblical times, people ate foods like olives, barley bread, figs, lentils, grapes, fresh cheese, fish, honey, herbs, and fermented milk. These were not luxury foods. They were daily survival foods, simple, filling, and deeply connected to the rhythm of nature. Welcome back to Off-Grid Roots, where we explore forgotten foods, ancient wisdom, simple living, and traditional ways people stayed strong through natural routines. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy ancient recipes, off-grid living, traditional food, and useful knowledge from the past. Today we are looking at biblical-style breakfasts inspired by the foods people may have eaten thousands of years ago. This video is for educational and food history purposes only. These meals are not medical treatment or instant cures, but they can remind us how powerful simple, whole foods can be when compared with the modern processed diet. The first biblical-style breakfast is one of the simplest: boiled eggs and olives. Eggs have been eaten for thousands of years because they are easy to prepare, easy to carry, and rich in protein. A boiled egg gives the body steady energy without needing sugar or processed flour. It is the kind of food that keeps you full and focused for hours. Olives were also a major part of ancient Mediterranean life. Olive trees were valuable, long-lasting, and deeply respected. People used olives for food, oil, trade, lamps, cooking, and daily nourishment. Together, boiled eggs and olives create a breakfast that is small but powerful. The eggs provide protein and healthy fats, while olives bring saltiness, flavor, and traditional Mediterranean nutrition. This kind of meal does not feel modern or fancy, but that is exactly the point. It is clean, practical, and close to the way people once ate before breakfast became a bowl of sugar. The second breakfast is cucumbers, fresh cheese, and flatbread. This meal feels light, fresh, and very close to the land. Cucumbers were known in ancient regions and valued because they were cooling, hydrating, and easy to eat in hot climates. In dry lands, fresh foods with water content were more than just snacks. They helped people feel refreshed during long, hot days. Fresh cheese was another traditional food. Before modern refrigeration, people used milk in practical ways: fresh curds, soft cheese, yogurt, and fermented dairy. These foods gave families fat, protein, and calories from animals they raised. Flatbread was one of the most important foods in biblical-era diets. It was simple, made with grain and water, cooked quickly, and eaten with almost everything. This breakfast gives balance. The cucumber brings freshness. The cheese adds richness. The flatbread makes the meal filling. It is the type of breakfast a shepherd, farmer, traveler, or family could eat without needing anything complicated. The third breakfast is chickpea mash with bread. Chickpeas are one of the oldest cultivated foods in the Middle East and Mediterranean world. They are filling, affordable, and easy to store dry for long periods. For ancient families, that mattered. A food that could be stored, soaked, cooked, and turned into a meal was valuable. Chickpea mash is similar in spirit to hummus, although ancient versions may have been much simpler. Instead of modern toppings and processed ingredients, people may have used cooked chickpeas, olive oil, herbs, salt, and crushed garlic. When mashed and spread over bread, chickpeas create a breakfast that is humble but deeply satisfying. This meal gives you slow energy. It is not a quick sugar spike. It is the kind of food that stays with you while you work, walk, farm, or travel. To make a simple version, mash cooked chickpeas with olive oil, lemon if available, a little salt, black pepper, and herbs. Spread it on warm flatbread or barley bread. It is creamy, earthy, and full of old-world character. Chickpea mash reminds us that ancient food was not always complicated. Sometimes strength came from the simplest ingredients prepared with care. The fourth breakfast is lentil stew. In the modern world, many people think of stew as lunch or dinner. But in ancient times, people often ate whatever was available and nourishing, especially if they had long work ahead. Lentils were one of the most important foods in biblical lands. They cooked faster than many beans, stored well, and provided a filling meal for families. A warm bowl of lentil stew in the morning would have been practical. It gives warmth, comfort, and steady energy. Lentils can be cooked with onion, garlic, olive oil, herbs, and simple spices. In older kitchens, this kind of meal may have simmered slowly over fire, creating a thick, earthy dish that could feed many people. The beauty of lentil stew is that it turns basic ingredients into something deeply satisfying. For a biblical-style version, cook lentils with water or broth, olive oil, garlic, cumin, black pepper, and herbs. Serve it with bread for dipping. This breakfast is especially powerful for people who want to move away from processed morning meals. The fifth breakfast is grapes and soft cheese. This is one of the most elegant meals on the list, but it is still very simple. Grapes were deeply connected to biblical lands. Vineyards were part of daily life, agriculture, trade, and celebration. Fresh grapes were eaten in season, while dried grapes became raisins that could be stored and carried. Soft cheese gave richness and balance. The sweetness of grapes and the creaminess of cheese work naturally together. This is a breakfast that feels light but satisfying. It does not require cooking. It does not require a long recipe. It only requires good ingredients. In ancient times, this type of food could be eaten by families, travelers, or workers who needed something quick and nourishing before the day began. To make it today, take a small bowl of grapes and pair it with soft cheese. You can add walnuts, figs, or a drizzle of honey if you want a richer version. The lesson here is simple. Not every breakfast needs to be heavy. Sometimes a few whole foods, eaten slowly, can feel more complete than a plate full of processed ingredients. The sixth breakfast is olive oil, bread, and herbs. This may be the most iconic ancient Mediterranean meal. Bread was daily food. Olive oil was liquid gold. Herbs brought flavor, aroma, and identity to the table. Together, these three ingredients formed a simple breakfast that could feed the body and connect people to the land. Imagine warm flatbread dipped into olive oil, then touched with crushed herbs, a pinch of salt, and maybe a little garlic. No processed spread, no artificial flavor, no complicated recipe, just grain, oil, and plants. Olive oil was one of the most important ingredients in biblical life. It was used for cooking, lighting, anointing, preserving, and nourishment. Herbs were gathered from gardens and fields, bringing fragrance and natural flavor to basic meals. To make this breakfast today, pour extra virgin olive oil into a small bowl. Add thyme, oregano, rosemary, or parsley, and dip warm bread into it. You can also add olives, cucumber, or cheese on the side. The seventh breakfast is grilled fish and flatbread. For people living near lakes, rivers, or the sea, fish was an important food source. In biblical stories, fish appears often because it was part of daily life in many communities. Today, fish for breakfast may sound unusual to some people, but in many traditional cultures, fish in the morning is completely normal. A small piece of grilled fish with flatbread makes a strong, protein-rich breakfast. It gives energy without sweetness and works well for people who prefer savory meals. The fish could be seasoned simply with salt, herbs, and olive oil, then grilled over fire or cooked on a hot surface. Flatbread would be used to hold the fish, soak up the juices, or make the meal easier to carry. To make a modern version, grill a small fillet of fish with olive oil, salt, lemon, and herbs. Serve it with warm flatbread and cucumber or olives. This breakfast feels ancient, practical, and deeply nourishing. It also reminds us that traditional breakfasts were not always sweet. Many ancient morning meals were savory, protein-based, and designed for real physical work. The eighth breakfast is barley bread with raw honey. Barley was one of the most important grains of the ancient world. It was hearty, affordable, and able to grow in tough conditions. For many ordinary people, barley bread was more common than fine wheat bread. It was simple food, but it carried people through hard days. Honey was one of the natural sweeteners available in ancient times. Before refined sugar, honey was precious. It was used carefully, not poured into everything like modern sweeteners. A piece of barley bread with a small amount of raw honey creates a breakfast that is rustic, sweet, and deeply traditional. The barley gives the meal a dense, earthy quality, while honey brings natural sweetness and energy. To make this today, use whole grain or barley-style bread if available, toast it lightly, and add a thin layer of raw honey. You can pair it with soft cheese, figs, or warm herbal tea. This breakfast is not about eating a lot of sweetness. It is about respecting sweetness as something rare and special. Barley bread and honey remind us how different ancient eating was from modern sugar-heavy diets. The ninth breakfast is ancient grain porridge. Before boxed cereal, instant oats, and flavored breakfast packets, people cooked grains slowly. Porridge could be made from barley, wheat, millet, or other ancient grains depending on the region and season. It was warm, filling, and easy to stretch for a family. This kind of breakfast makes sense for early mornings. It is soft, simple, and comforting. Ancient grain porridge can be made with water, milk, or fermented dairy. It can be topped with figs, raisins, dates, nuts, honey, or herbs depending on what was available. The goal was not luxury. The goal was nourishment. To make a biblical-style porridge today, cook cracked wheat, barley flakes, or another whole grain slowly until soft. Add a small amount of honey, chopped figs, olive oil, or nuts. This meal gives slow energy and feels much closer to traditional living than modern sugary cereals. It is also a reminder that breakfast used to be cooked with patience. A pot, a grain, water, fire, time. Sometimes the most basic foods are the ones that feel the most grounding. The 10th breakfast is fermented goat milk with figs. Goats were extremely valuable in ancient communities. They provided milk, meat, hides, and mobility. Goat milk could be consumed fresh, but it was often fermented into yogurt-like drinks, curds, or other preserved dairy foods. Fermentation helped extend the life of milk in warm climates. It also created tangy, rich foods that could be eaten with fruit, bread, or grains. Figs were another important biblical-era food. Fresh figs were eaten in season, while dried figs could be stored and carried as natural energy. Together, fermented goat milk and figs make a breakfast that is simple, old-world, and deeply connected to pastoral life. The tangy dairy balances the sweetness of the figs. The meal is light but satisfying. To make a modern version, use plain yogurt, goat yogurt if available, kefir, or another fermented dairy. Add sliced figs or dried figs, and if you want, a small drizzle of honey. This is the kind of breakfast that reminds us how ancient people preserved food naturally. No refrigerator, no factory, no artificial flavor, just milk, time, fruit, and tradition.